Okay.
A left-wing idiot is just as dangerous as a right-wing idiot.
And vice versa.
How's it going, Jimmy?
Doing good, bro. Same old same.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wake 'em. Welcome back.
Oh shit. Oh. Wake 'em, bake 'em.
Wake 'em, bake 'em. Welcome back to another episode of Mostly Peaceful.
Yep.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Rob.
Fuck. I'm done today. Let's just start over. Oh, God, we're not even fucking 30 seconds into this.
How many episodes have we? We're almost. This is episode 40, by the way.
This is episode 40. This is pretty.
Yeah, this is officially.
Like we're 10 away from pivotal.
Yeah.
And maybe by then we'll have 20.
Yeah,
people listening.
Maybe
We're working
I don't
on
know.
it. If you 17, 13, if you 13, God, because I don't know numbers, I don't know words. Like if you 13 would just reach out and
be like, hey, watch this podcast. It's
bless someone with our
fucking weird. These guys suck.
Our ridiculousness.
Yeah,
it'd be great.
Ridiculousness.
So we're back. It's kind of been a slow couple weeks, but
yeah,
it is what it is. Joe Biden's asking for more money, $105 billion for Israel and Ukraine.
Yeah,
because we just can't leave Ukraine out. Like Ukraine is now on the back burner. Let's be real about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody
gives a fuck
about it.
Yeah. Where's all the Ukraine flags?
Oh, they're gone.
Yeah.
Now it's Palestinian flags.
Yeah,
because apparently somewhere along the way, the Palestinian people are the ones who are really getting hurt.
Yeah,
it wasn't 1,400 Jews that got murdered, raped, and baked in an oven.
Yeah.
And I'm dead serious when I say that.
Right.
Because I read the most horrific fucking story I've ever read in my life. I don't ever want to see that shit. Like there's no reason for that type of degeneracy.
Dude.
Do you understand? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not that. But
so let me preface before you go any further. Let me tell you this story so that you can give a really good answer to this.
Okay.
It is 100% confirmed that a group of Hamas terrorists broke into an Israeli's house in the middle of this invasion, beheaded the father, threw their infant child in the oven and turned it on. And then while it was preheating and getting ready to bake this child to death, repeatedly raped, and then beheaded the mother. But yet we're out here waving Palestinian flags because yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh, because the people who know, they're the same type of motherfuckers as that. And the people who don't know just follow whatever they're told to do, man.
How
you got the Ilhan Omar. She
how can you
Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, they're going to support Palestine all the way through.
But
no matter what happens.
How can you even have any self-respect for yourself?
Not like
self-respect for you. I said it right. Okay.
Yeah.
How can you have that? How can you have that? Like that just ignorance of conscience.
Well, in the thing, I don't.
Bro, when you read something like that
shit messes me up. And the thing is, like, there's this. So I kind of had this conversation about another story that had happened in the same
went dark really fast,
dude. That shit, all it's been is dark, and that's the thing. Like, this isn't war, as in, oh, we went to war. There's a declaration of war. There's an understanding of like NATO and the rules of engagement and things like that. Like our people are held accountable, right? And it might be 20 years later. You got somebody being held accountable for murdering a citizen in another country that wasn't a soldier or a direct threat. Now they're going to court over the shit, right? So these people, they don't fucking. Not only do they have rules of, not only do they not have rules of engagement,
sure,
they are so morally fucked. Because like,
so
do you need rules to a degree to like, or do you just go, you know what, bro? I mean, we was going to bake this baby, but I feel like that's bad. Like we're allowed to, and I know that they're telling me to, but should I do that?
Do you think it's a morale? Do you think it's a morality issue, or do you think it's their own religion? Because let's be honest, these people are religious.
Yes,
they're religious zealots.
To me, it's directly related though.
Because when you come in and you come in screaming, "God is great," and you come in,
which one of these you want, man?
I think I want to try the Pappy
now.
What do you? Nah, we'll save that for the second one.
Yeah, let
me have the mint.
Okay, then I'll go this.
I know that's one of you like that one.
I did. You
like that one.
That was good. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I hear these guys screaming, "God is great. God is great."
Yeah.
And I hear them, calling people like the Israelis and people of Western culture infidels.
If you could do
and
that,
all I can see is that's a religious that is a religious what's the word?
Cult? It's a fucking cult, bro.
I guess it's a cult in a sense, but I mean, God, that smells amazing. As soon as I opened it.
The thing is I think it definitely has a moral, sentiment or something. But I don't care what your fucking religion is. I do not care if it goes against your own,
internally you should have a moral compass.
I had this conversation just last week with a buddy of mine, and he's a very, very religious Christian
I'm the only buddy you should have.
He's matter of fact, it's funny. I'm talking to you about him, talking to him about you, and our conversations, because it was.
When do I get to meet your mistress?
Well,
this is bullshit.
They live in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Or South Carolina. I'm sorry.
I get that.
I don't know. They live in Carolina.
Do they watch?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hello, guy I've never met.
Yeah, they're
that Jimmy's cheating on me with.
They're awesome people.
Good.
So I've known them as long as I've known my wife, and even a little longer. The husband, James.
Yeah. Oh.
I went to
Jimmy 1, Jimmy 2.
Yeah. I want to say I went to high school with him.
Mm-hmm.
His wife is my wife's middle school, high school best friend.
I got you.
So they became a couple. We became a couple. That's
super cute. You guys are match made in heaven.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
This is my jealousy. I don't know.
So don't be jealous, bro. You're the only one for me. I need the cutter. This definitely is not.
Yeah, you got to cut
that type.
Those torpedoes. You got to cut, man.
So where was this going? Oh, I was having this conversation with him because he's very Christian, right?
Sure.
And I was talking to him about me not being religious, but having a very definitive moral compass to myself.
Yep.
Right? Like
a natural understanding of morality
right and wrong and morality. Yeah. Sure. Like I feel like my general moral compass points towards a more Christian type of.
Well, I mean, that's the way this country was built.
And I think it's inherent. Yeah,
of course.
That's your product of your environment.
Yeah.
But when you grow up in a place like that, does that it's hard for me to believe that these people, because if you how do I say this? Are they a product of their environment? To what point do you just know this cannot be right? This cannot be right. This is fucked ass up. This is evil shit, dude. This isn't motherfuckers here. That's Jeffrey Dahmer shit they're doing on a regular, this is just.
This is normal every day.
This is what we do here.
Combat fucking SOP.
Yeah. Our combats, they fuck it. Our soldiers, they hit you in the light switch. Boom.
Yeah.
Done deal. Move on.
Yeah, we don't want to fight you. We just want to end whatever fucking chaos you're creating.
Threat.
Yes.
Proven direct threat.
Yeah, we have rules of engagement in our military. That's the big difference between us and the terrorists. That's why we've had and I say terrorists because I'm specifically speaking of ISIS, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, Al Qaeda, because Al Qaeda is still around somehow. ISIS is not, but generally, when I speak of this, like I'm literally talking about terrorists. I'm not talking about Palestinians, even though most of Hamas are Palestinian. I would like to say this out loud because I think people need to make a very clear and distinct difference between Hamas and the Palestinians.
Yeah.
At the same time, a very clear and distinct correlation to the two. Because if you live in an area that you have allowed terrorists to hide in your churches, hide in your hospitals and your schools without rising up against them and taking them out yourselves and trying for a more peaceful resolution between you and your neighboring nation, then you are complicit.
Yeah.
You are complicit, and you are an accessory to every move that they make, every attack that they plan. You are complicit in it. Therefore, you are held accountable too. So when I hear about all these, they're killing Palestinians and all these kids are dead, and, well, maybe you should have got your kids out of a war zone.
Who's killing Palestinians? What do you mean?
The IDF has been bombing like fucking ape shit.
I got you.
Over there in Gaza. But I think the important part of that is this. You have a responsibility to your community. And if you allow evil to fester in your community, then you are complicit in evil. If you don't do something to change it, then you are just as guilty and sinful as they are. That's it. That's it. If in my neighborhood, if I allowed 3 crackheads to move in, one of them being a dealer, and I allowed that to go on, and my kid died from crack because he got hooked up with this, right?
Yeah.
That's my fault. That's my fault.
To a degree, yeah.
To a degree. Not even to a degree. That is my fault.
Yeah.
1, I clearly didn't see my kid doing crack.
Yeah.
2,
yeah, definitely.
I allowed these fucking degenerates to continue to operate in my community.
For sure.
It is my responsibility as a man and as an adult, a man first, as a provider, as a caretaker to my family. It is my responsibility to make sure that they are safe in every aspect of their life.
Yeah.
It is a community's responsibility to make sure that the entirety of the community is safe and has a good means of life. I don't know what I was like. I kind of shit on that, but you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a community's responsibility.
Yeah.
And if you as a community don't go, hey man, that's fucked up what you're doing, you need to stop it or we're coming after you. Mm-hmm. And then when they don't stop, you go after them. That holds you at a higher moral compass, higher moral standing than the evil that you allow to sit in your churches, schools, and hospitals.
Yeah.
You're even more evil if you allow them to fester in those specific buildings, those institutions.
Right.
You are even more evil if you allow that to happen. You're not responsible for the attacks that they make, but you allowed that shit to happen.
Yeah, you're complicit.
You're just as guilty as they are.
Yeah. But I want to get back to what we were talking about with like morals, because it's very interesting to me on a deeper level. Like, how many of these people, that's like if right now, let's just say the purge happens.
Mm-hmm. Would you like a glass?
Full out. Yes.
What would you like?
Let's do Statesman. Yeah.
Agreed.
All right.
We're finishing off, just before you go, we're finishing off some open bottles.
Yep.
Before we go to a new taste, you know.
So right now, siren goes off, purge is happening.
Yeah.
Right? It'd be very difficult for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh no, agreed.
Yeah. I'm not going to be the guy.
Wait. To participate?
Well, I wouldn't participate. I'm not going to be like, yay, I can go kill motherfuckers now.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, holy fuck, people are going to try to kill us.
Yes.
Right?
That's the immediate, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, ring, ring. Yep. Hey, Rob. Hey, mom and dad. Hey, where are we going?
Yep.
We
need to stay safe.
Yes.
Like,
okay.
All of us need to help each other stay safe.
Yes. Right. That's moral, right? That's your moral thing. Now, when a motherfucker comes knocking at the door, hit him in the light switch, in the off box, boom.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah, I also think that it's also like when you say I'm going to call this person, this person, this person, that is an understanding of skill sets.
Yes.
And you need that in a community.
Yeah, for sure.
You need to understand.
And not just that, the like who you have to have a team, man. You have to have a team of motherfuckers who can sleep and who can stand guard.
Yeah.
And then trade off.
Wholeheartedly, you just have to have a team of motherfuckers.
Yes. Yeah.
Point blank.
Motherfuckers who say shit like light switch and off box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, like you have to have in that scenario.
And that's how you got to be.
Hypothetically.
No, because that's what I mean.
YouTube it fucking hypothetically. Hypothetically, because we're not talking for real.
No. I'm talking about the
need people who are not fucking
right.
Like,
all right. You need
people who are okay.
Yeah.
With watching someone's last breath.
Yes.
Or some thing's last breath.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you need
100%.
You need people that are okay with that because you need to keep other people safe.
Yeah. You have to be a dangerous motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be. That's kind of the point. It's like I think it was Jordan Peterson who either said it or quoted something about that is good as shit. Holy fuck. Wow, that's good. But he said something to the degree that it's better, and I think Joe Rogan said the same thing. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Yeah, actually, that's from Sun Tzu. I think.
It's something like that. That's why I said he said it, but he quoted it.
The Art of War. I'm pretty sure it is.
So be a dangerous motherfucker who can control it.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you got to be. You got to be a morally sound person who is okay.
Jordan Peterson said
with hitting you in the fucking...
Yeah, Jordan Peterson says the same thing.
But
you have to be a monster.
Yes.
You have to be a monster.
Right.
But you have to know how to control the monster.
Now, the people coming after us, hypothetically speaking, if they're the type of people who not only are going to come after us to kill us, but are going to put your fucking child in an oven...
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Moral. Like,
yeah. No, I get that.
If the purge was to happen right now, we're not going to go out and be like, let's just do all this. That is...
I have zero issue.
I don't even think that there is anything I've heard in my 42 years on this planet that is worse.
Yeah.
Like, because at least with Dahmer, at least with Bundy, you can attribute very fucked up mental issues with these people.
Yeah.
And then when this shit happens, it's like the guy who was selling fucking carrots and shit on the market down from the Gaza
all of a sudden
Strip
decided to be a fucking extremist.
Yeah. And now he's killing babies. Like, and where's their like,
begs the question.
This is where my shit stops. Like
but that begs the question because their religious beliefs based on the book. I don't want to speak the name of the book because I don't find it to be.
No, you don't talk about the book or the guy. Fuck it.
Based on their religion, based on their read beliefs of their religious paraphernalia, their propaganda, whatever you call it. They are supposed to do these things. That's my understanding of it. Mm-hmm. And I've only read a very small bits and pieces of it. So I don't understand it fully. But from everything that I've seen and read of it, it's an incredibly violent book.
Yeah.
In the sense that wipe them all out.
Right.
Like none of them should ever be allowed to fucking breathe. And when I say that, they're talking about us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're talking about non-Muslims. And
so here's the thing too, is because I've tried to make the distinction between religious extremists and the religious, right? Because they're two different things. We have that in like modern Christianity as well, Catholicism and all these things. You have people who are extreme. Like
believe
people who are out here wholly attacking, violently attacking gays because it goes against the Bible.
Yeah, because Jesus said so. Jesus never said that.
Right.
God never said that.
So is there, and that's the thing, I don't know shit about the book. I do not know anything about the Muslim religion other than what I see in passing. I don't know anything deeper than that, right?
I've seen a little bit here and there, like I said.
Distinction between extremists? All right, and
I think it's interpretation, isn't it?
Maybe. Because the Bible is that way.
You can look at the Bible. You can look at the Bible and you can watch 10 people read the Bible.
Yes.
And then see how they act and then watch another different 10 people read the Bible and do the exact opposite.
Right. Right.
To the other extreme.
Like an eye for an eye.
Being extremist, yes.
It's like ask 100 people what an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And you'll get so many different answers.
Do unto others as you would do unto them, right? You can interpret that any way you want.
Right.
Any way you want.
Exactly.
But I think that's where morals come in, right? That's where morals and values, and it's something that our country has wholly lost.
So here's something. Here's something that I wonder about. Like, all right, in the Bible, it says that, and this is just me quoting, like paraphrasing, quoting as well. It's like something about being homosexual is like forbidden and against God's rules, right? It's something
there's a quote in there that says something about
it says something.
He who layeth with man.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. On the flip page, everyone can be forgiven for everything, and God loves everyone.
Depending on your religion.
We're talking Christianity.
Well, Catholicism
I'm talking
Catholicism and
I don't even
Protestant.
think they read the damn same Bible.
Catholicism and Protestants are the only ones that actually do confessions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a process to having your sins absolved, right?
But what I'm trying to get
you
at
have to
is
own your.
God might say, or Jesus might say that this is wrong, and if this person's going to go to hell for this. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But also on the flip, say that I love them, and you shouldn't treat them any different, and you should love them too. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Now you have horrible interpretations of how all this is, but I want to say on their book, does it, and I'm asking the question because I don't know, on their book, is it like the same thing, but instead of, hey, this is wrong, but don't treat them different, love thy neighbor, and God loves everyone.
Sure.
Their book is like, hey, this is wrong, so you should chop their heads off.
Yes, I assume, because that's all I've ever seen. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that there are very devout religious Muslims who are incredibly peaceful. They don't want any of this. Mm-hmm. But they're a very, very, very small percentage.
We're gonna have to get the book. We're gonna have to get the book and check it out. I'm interested, man.
There's a very small percentage that I think are not violent and extreme.
Yeah,
because I don't see that small group out there going, you guys shouldn't do this. All I see is hundreds of thousands of the other side, the extremist side, out marching and yelling and protesting and
it's almost like
violently beating people for no fucking reason.
In their religion, the extremist is the majority.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like, right? Like with Christianity, you're like, you go into a church and you've got 1,000 people and 990 of them are normal ass people who are like, hey man, it's a good thing you came. And then 10 of them are like, I hope you ain't fucking gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So the Bible verses you were talking about.
Whereas it's like the flip in their religion is like 990 of them are going to try to chop your head off. And 10 of them are like, oh man, you better get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Yeah. We don't want no problems. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. They're going to kill you.
Leviticus 18:22 is you shall not lie with a man as with a woman. It is an abomination.
Yeah.
Okay. Leviticus 20:13. If a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall be surely put to death. Their blood is upon them.
Gotcha.
Which is incredibly goddamn.
Does it say anything about furries?
No, I don't think furries were around back then. Jude 1:7 is Old Testament, just as Sodom and Gomorrah and the surrounding cities, which likewise indulged in sexual immorality, pursued unnatural desires, serve as an example by undergoing a punishment of eternal fire.
You're going to hell.
Yeah, there's two more, but
yeah,
it's pointless to continue to read these because
for sure.
Get it,
but yeah, you get it, and that's the thing though. Like that's what it says. Is it's telling you that if you do this, you're fucked. You're wrong. It's not good. It's a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't instruct or the Bible as a whole. Like I know that's kind of a wide scope, but the Bible as a whole is basically like love thy neighbor, provide for your community, help. It's such
But if a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them.
Oh,
I see how it's interpreted. I understand that at the end of their life, they will be judged.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I hear it as.
I don't know, man.
I don't hear
death.
Yes.
That's kinda,
do you understand what I'm saying? Like, see how this can be interpreted.
For sure.
Now you get a religious extremist that's on the Christian side that goes, oh, gotta go kill them homosexuals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Fucking just leave people be, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
live and let live, man.
Yeah. That being said, like back to the Hamas and Israel thing, like you don't get to parade around and I mean, there's groups in New York that are fucking holy, not Palestinians, but Hamas. They're supporting Hamas.
Right.
Round them up. They're terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
If that's
they won't do it.
No, but they need
do
to.
It.
See, this is why we need a backbone president.
Yeah.
This is why we need someone with a spine.
Mm-hmm.
This regime that is in office now are cowards. They're cowards.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just
they're treasonous as well.
I think they're on the fucking take, man. I think they're on the fucking take.
Sure.
I just
you don't think that they're lining their pockets as quickly as they can right now?
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, we've all heard the quote. It's the Titanic sinking.
Mm-hmm.
These people are shoving the fucking silver in their pockets right now.
Yeah.
Right.
The thing is, I think it's more so along the lines of like, money laundering in different countries.
Well, we see that with Joe Biden.
The whole,
I mean, we've got $250,000 worth of checks right now.
Not to mention
that prove it.
You're right about the coward thing is also like when you call someone a racist and a xenophobe for 4 years, 5 years, right? 6 years. How long Joe Biden been president now? Almost 4?
4. Almost 4.
Trump's 4 years, Biden's 4 years. It's been nearly a decade that I still hear Trump is a racist and a xenophobe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now if you go...
But we've had that discussion too.
But as Biden, you can't come out and go, hey, we've got this happening. I sent you
that video.
We've got this happening. You can't... I don't think I've seen it. Yeah, I've been busy.
You don't watch my reels no more, and it makes me sad.
We'll get into it. So...
I also said I send you a lot.
Me up. Hold on.
Go ahead. Xenophobe. Racist and a xenophobe.
You can't, like, if they do it now, if they go, hey, we got a lot of people coming across the border. We need to build a wall. Yeah. People are going to go, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. You told me that guy was that whole scenario is racist and that if we build a wall, we don't like Mexicans. Mm-hmm. And now you want to build a wall?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Like if you go, hey, you know what? We're going to have to round up some of these fucking Hamas supporting terrorists and send them the fuck back or imprison them or open up fucking Guantanamo.
I say all the ones that are marching with them that are our American citizens get sent to fucking the West Bank.
Not to mention.
Send them off.
How you going to do that?
Let me see how it works out.
You're the supporter of the squad. The squad might as well be fucking Hamas with the shit they fucking say.
But they like gays. You see where the conundrum is?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Send all these NYC college students
Yeah.
that are running around with their non-binary fucking blah 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 bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Send them over to the West Bank and see how quickly they fucking change their tune.
Mm-hmm.
No. She, her.
Yep.
She, her, he, him.
Yep.
Like, she, her, he, him. Not gay.
Shit.
Not gay.
Yep.
Not gay.
Yep.
Yeah, just to save their lives.
Yeah.
Bring them back to the States and see how quickly they turn it again.
Yeah.
Because they can say those things here.
They can.
They're free to say those things here.
Yeah, it's the freedom.
Say that shit in another country and see where your limbs start falling.
Well, we know what happens if you smoke weed in Russia.
Brittany Granger? Grinder?
Grinder.
I don't fucking know. Who cares?
But, did it work? Did it do anything? Don't know.
I don't think it changed a thing for her.
Probably not.
I think she always...
most of it is just virtue signaling to begin with, man. The whole, I'm going to kneel during the national... Like, how many of these people actually believe most of it? They just doing what the next guy did. They're just doing what the culture says. It's like anti... what is it, like the rebellious fucking thing to do now?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You know it is.
Yeah.
You know it is.
I'm going to kneel during the night. Look at fucking what's his name?
Kaepernick?
Yes.
He started the whole thing.
And this motherfucker's begging. He wants to play football, man. He wants to play football. Nobody want him fucking...
Do you know why nobody wants him?
Yes.
Because he sucks at playing football.
Yeah. Not to mention...
But he thinks because he's half black... Let's be real about his whole ass fucking culture.
Exactly.
Because he's half black and he grew up in a liberal white home, that he's entitled.
He's entitled as fuck
to being a fucking quarterback in the NFL.
Yep.
Guess what, pro boy?
Yeah.
You're not.
Nope.
If you can't play the game, you can't play the game.
Yep.
You suck. Sit out and shut the fuck up.
What these people don't get too is like, okay, you want entitlement. You don't like that America, you can grow up and play a child's game for a very handsome salary. Then go to another country where they have no freedoms. The thing is...
Yeah, humble around this country has gone right out the fucking window.
Yeah,
like understand your worth, man.
Yeah, dude. That's... I don't
here's the
get
thing.
it. You're not entitled. You're lucky as fuck. Like if you're Michael Jordan right now, you don't sit back and go,
you want me?
Fuck.
I'll give you the perfect example
You're
of
like,
humble.
man,
You ready?
I can't believe my life. This is amazing.
An ordinary, everyday plumber owns his own company, right? Plumbing. Just happens to get picked up because somebody saw some talent in him, right?
Yeah.
Picked up by the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Right? I know I somewhere along the way, I don't know if this is a real story or not. I'm just kind of making it up the way as I go. And becomes a superstar.
Yeah.
There's humble.
Yeah.
Right? This guy knew where he was before this, right? And I still think he has some humility and some humbleness.
Yeah.
Words.
Sure.
You give the kid who's had everything handed to him all throughout high school, all throughout elementary school and middle school and through college, right?
Yeah.
And he was even given perks, even in college, because we know about blue chips.
For sure.
But
fuck, in high school, dude. Come on. LeBron James. Look at the biggest. Oh my God, man. I can't stand this motherfucker. James. And he's from Cleveland, so it hurts my heart. Because 42 years, I've never seen anybody come out of Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland, by the way. So I have this deep connection to hate LeBron James, right? Because he put Cleveland on the map in my lifetime.
Yeah.
He is that guy.
Yeah.
Worst human fucking being in the NBA, right? But...
because of virtue signaling.
Yeah, because let's be real. This guy's like, I grew up this way. And you were fucking drafted out. You didn't even play. I don't even think he played college. He was straight out of fucking high school.
Yeah.
So growing
because
up
they changed that rule.
Like, exactly.
Which is also stupid.
Right.
Because they wanted younger and younger athletes.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. They were pulling in, like, their fear was, you got this great basketball player coming out of high school. He's amazing. He is.
Yep.
Send him to college, and in that 4 years he gets injured. What is he worth now?
Nothing.
Yeah.
And so you got a guy who's this generation's Michael Jordan, right?
Yep.
Like, the thing is he'll sit here and talk all this shit, and this man's never experienced real life. Like, you cannot have that. You can't.
No, and that's what I'm getting at.
And you know what's crazy too is these people will try to, they want to make up that they can even experience. It's like you trying to explain to me how you live a rich man's life. You cannot do it. And you won't even pretend to.
Yeah, no.
So why do they pretend like I grew up poor and I did this and I did that? That's weird.
Yeah. On a Saturday.
Yeah. You don't need to take that?
Nah, we'll finish through this and I'll call him back.
So that's the thing, man, is like these people talk about these experiences so they can be, I guess, closer to their, I guess it's a way you relate to those people, right? Like, I cannot relate to LeBron James.
Yeah.
But I'm not even going to pretend to because I have no reason to.
Oh, no. Agreed. Right? Agreed. But like, how do you relate?
That's the thing is with him, he has to try to relate to the millions of people who buy his $400 shoes and jerseys and other shit on.
I will say this, like, I fucking hate LeBron James. But one thing, like I give him, I got a lot of respect for him in the sense of the time he takes out of his day for the kids who are his fans.
And I'm not just, so.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw a video the other day and I was like, mad respect, dude. Like, you fucking,
good.
Awesome.
Good.
Like, just in general, like, he falls over this woman, gives her a big old hug, fucking all that, you know, like he's really, really cool about those things.
Right.
He played pass back with a fan in the stadium.
Nice.
When the ball went over his head and he grabbed it, they passed it back and forth like 2-3 times, right? They had a competition.
That's cool.
They had a competition where a guy had to make a half court shot.
Yeah.
You know, for fucking $100,000, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Guy made the shot.
No shit.
Fucking LeBron James comes running out on the fucking the floor, and tackles him and hugs him and fucking like celebrated with him.
That's dope.
So I got mad respect for him in that sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Outside of that, I think he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. And well, his political views are very skewed because I think that he feels like he has to be a part of a certain culture just because of who he is.
No, it's because of the color of his skin.
Yeah.
Let's be real about that.
It's what it is.
It's not even fucking.
But the realism of it is that he has more in common with Donald Trump than he does with my neighbor, you know, who is also the same color of skin as him. So it's almost like people try to be a part of
and you wonder why that goes that way.
And it shouldn't. No. Like, you don't have, just be real. Just be real because that's all we have, right? Yeah. As normal working class poors.
Yeah.
In this country.
A few dollars in my pocket, my dick and my balls, and that's it, buddy.
Yep.
Like, outside of that, I don't own a fucking thing. I mean, I say I don't own a thing, but like,
you own one more car than Steven Crowder. So
apparently, Jesus Christ.
Throwback.
Fucking loser.
Throwback. So
old Crowder.
But that's the thing. Like, we don't even pretend to you. Like, I don't go around rich folks.
I think he hits his wife
and pretend. Who's that? Crowder? He definitely acted like it. Yeah.
Man, he's such a piece of shit.
Okay, so, and I'm not just talking about LeBron, but the people like him that, you know, okay, this guy pulled up in a Maybach. He lives.
Where is that?
Mercedes fucking, what the hell?
No, I'm not talking about that. What is that you just said?
A Maybach.
What is that?
Or a Maybach. It's a Mercedes, luxury sedan that you get chauffeured around in. It's just a fucking $250,000, $500,000.
What the fuck?
$1 million car. Yeah.
Is it bulletproof?
I don't know.
I'm not paying that much for it then.
It's badass though.
No.
It's a badass car.
Nah, dude, look.
Nah, I would never. But see, that's the difference between us. That's what I mean. The relatable thing. Like, okay, let me tell you something. You get out of high school.
Yeah.
You're 18. Motherfucker hands you $30 million a year to do some dumb shit. Like, hey, you're gonna play basketball. You can put a ball in a hoop. We're gonna give you 30.
I don't even care if you suck at it.
Yeah, $30 million a year. And guess what? We're gonna give you 15 right now. Now, how much dumb shit you would have bought, right? Because because you know what you're gonna say? I'm 18, man. I'm lucky, but I grew up poor. No, you haven't even grown up yet. You're 18. How many bills have you paid? 0. Oh, you ate grilled cheese for lunch because you grew up poor? You have no fucking clue what poor is, right?
Right.
By the time you're, say, let's say 25, living on your own, not 25 out of college, because there's a difference, right? 25, you're living on your own. You're paying your electric bill. Yeah. You just got a fucking mortgage. Now you're paying. Now you can go, you know what? If I get some money, I ain't buying no shit like a G5 jet and a fucking Maybach. Buying a nice Toyota truck and fucking
7,000 acres.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah. I'm gonna have a very reliable 4-wheel drive apocalypse fucking type of vehicle that I could drive it to Home Depot and get wood. I could drive it to my buddy's house and pick up the 50 cal if we need to, right?
And it's got the turret mount on it. Yeah, for sure.
I'm not thinking, hey, you know what sounds great? $1 million Lamborghini.
No, it does not.
Right.
Albeit, look, they're great. They're pretty cars. They're fucking so.
Oh, they're beautiful.
They're nice. They're gorgeous. They sound amazing.
Hey, if they were like $7,000 a day to rent one, and we were, we had 30 million sitting there, I'd be like, dude,
let's rent one for a day.
Let's rent one.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah,
fuck yeah.
Buying one? I'm not buying one.
No,
I'm not buying one.
No,
I'm gonna buy 7,000 acres.
That's how motherfuckers go
a
broke.
really, really, really robust Wi-Fi system. Like, if I got to put a cell tower out, I'm putting a cell tower out.
Yeah.
Cameras all around it, electrified fence, if not a goddamn giant concrete wall.
Yeah.
And
because you know what works to keep people out?
Getting turrets.
And walls. Well,
all the way around it.
Yeah, I agree.
Proximity turrets, bro. You come within 35 feet of this bitch, it's fucking letting go.
And a purge siren.
No, I'm just saying, like, don't give me stupid, dumb money, because I promise you, I will do.
But that's what I was.
Some fucking crazy shit.
What I'm saying, though, is the crazy that you would do with it now is wildly different than the crazy you would have done at 18, right? You think about.
Oh, yeah. A lot of weed, a lot of cocaine, a lot of booze, a lot of hookers.
Yeah.
I say hookers. You can pretty much buy.
You'd have been like, hey,
never mind.
I'm going to buy plane tickets and all me and my buddies are going to Italy and we're going to Switzerland and we're going to wherever the fuck.
Nah, you flash enough money, no girl's going to say no.
Yeah, no.
No girl.
No, of course. Of course. We know this, man. Like every rock star in history has just been a fugly monster and hooks up with like all these fucking models.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like
except for Freddie Mercury. He hooked up with dudes.
He was still awesome.
He was such a fucking rock star, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, no, I get what you're saying. Like it is a vastly different world between LeBron James and Robert Landers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's an incredibly different world.
For sure. But you don't try to relate to his world.
I fucking definitely don't.
They have to try. I feel like to a degree they have to try to relate.
Placate.
Yeah.
Like it's more of a, let me bring myself down to your level so that you feel better about your life. Nah, dude, just act like a rich person.
Yeah.
Show me your true fucking colors.
And just
that way I don't have to like you for very good reason.
Or I might like you.
Oh, yeah.
Like you could
I mean, if you're more honest, I probably will like you.
Well, if you were just like a regular ass person, that's the thing.
I don't ever believe that rich people could ever be regular ass people.
No.
I just don't believe it.
No.
I don't see that kind of money.
Well, to a degree, I guess you don't know what.
Let me hand you $1.5 billion.
Cool.
Tax free.
Yes.
That's what you have in your bank, right?
Tax it.
No. I don't even need to tax it. Just hear me out.
That's a lot of
I hand you $1.5 billion with the taxes paid.
Yeah.
In your bank goes $1.5 billion. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the taxes are on $1.5 billion, nor do I care.
Yeah.
I'll never have it. I hand you that.
Yeah.
You are no longer the same Jimmy that I talk to right now.
No.
You are a different person.
Hell, within a week.
Yeah.
My name ain't even going. I would have changed my whole ass identity within a fucking week. Mm-hmm. I would be long gone. Like out ski, bro.
Legit.
I'm
building a compound.
Yeah,
like an entire community
that shit
compound.
ever happened, I'm finding people. You're not finding me. You're gonna be like, man, what the fuck happened to Jimmy? His phone's off. No, because I'm disappearing like overnight, and then I'm like, okay, here's the list of people that I have to bring. But there's no way with that amount of money, dude. That amount of money, that shit.
I got to disappear tonight.
What? Yeah. Like no way, dude. My fucking
I don't want the bank coming back to me and going, we made a mistake.
Yeah.
I got to disappear completely.
I'm so paranoid that that amount of money, I'd be like, nope, got to go.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And then like, okay, here's the to-do for these people this is what we do now.
Yeah.
Billions. Oh yeah, we're fucking compound. Dude, there's going to be thousands of acres.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Stout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Booby traps everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a bad idea. We got kids. Kids wander.
Yeah. I'm
Can't
going
have
with
C4 booby traps everywhere.
No, I'm going with the turrets though.
Definitely. Cool fucking outside turrets. Yeah.
How much money does that cost?
Proximity turrets?
Yeah.
A couple grand a piece.
Yeah. That's
like 10 G's a piece.
But if you had like...
Depends on the size of the... it depends on the caliber round.
Perimeter.
Right? But you're talking about perimeters. Like you're literally talking about corner to corner, and then your spaces in between that aren't covered.
Yeah.
So you maybe 100, maybe 100. So you're talking about 150, 200 grand to set the whole system up. This is such a great idea. I'm so into this.
I feel like we're like guys sitting here like, man, if I won the lottery, I would do X, Y, Z. Yeah. We're like that right now.
For sure.
You know,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No. FYI, if you're watching this and you're like fucking rich, and I doubt it, right? Nobody rich is fucking, but just so you know, this is what poor people do.
Oh, this is what poor people do.
Yeah.
Straight up.
We drink $100 bottles and then talk about how poor we are and what we would do if we were rich.
Oh, we definitely make irresponsible fucking financial decisions.
Yeah, for sure.
Wholeheartedly every day.
And then go, man, if I won the lottery, we'd
wish I could win the lottery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Other thing that happened, Joe Biden got, they've implicated him in 2 different checks.
Again.
Yeah. So we had the $200,000 check the last time. Now we've got another $50,000. And I'm wondering now, we're sitting here 3 weeks later, and I'm wondering going, this is 3 weeks, man.
Yeah.
If this were me, if this were you, your ass would be in jail right now. We'd have been in jail the minute the story broke.
Yeah.
Done.
Well, you
fucking
know,
gone.
You know, here's something too that's funny with the government. You notice how like they'll fucking have a summons to have someone go to court, and they're like, I'm not fucking going.
Yeah.
I got audited one year by the IRS.
How the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
How much money did you make for them to come out and be like, we need to check your shit?
Nothing. That's the thing.
You did something sketchy on your taxes.
No, dude. I am like...
They don't just randomly audit
yes,
people.
Yes, they do. Because they were like, you've been selected randomly for an audit. And I was like...
What the fuck?
What the fuck? And they were like, you have to prove to us that you were in the country between this date and this date. You have to prove to... And I was like, dude, it was insane, right?
Oh, it wasn't your fault. Somebody else tried to do some shit.
So
with your taxes.
They go, you've been selected randomly.
Or they fucked up.
Right. And I don't know. But
they may have gotten two different wires crossed.
We want you to provide all these documents.
Mm-hmm.
You have until this date.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yep.
And I don't know, but if you've ever watched like these tax attorneys and these guys talk about this, they're like, the thing you don't do is fuck with the IRS.
Yeah, no, they're armed now.
They will.
And they're 80,000 plus more.
They will fuck your life up. They were like, man, I watch CPAs, like really high-end CPAs. When I started getting into...
What do you mean you watch them?
On YouTube.
Oh, I was like, they have reality shows for these fucking guys?
No.
Sounds boring as fuck.
Well, when they talk about like business taxes, and they also talk about investing, and they're, you have tax attorneys and all this stuff. And I've come across some videos where a guy's talking about investments, but he's a CPA, right?
Okay.
And a tax attorney and shit. And
Are they supposed to be giving financial advice?
I don't think that they do. I think that they start the videos like this isn't technically,
financial advice, but you should do this.
But no, but for your information, you don't want to get audited by the IRS. So you probably shouldn't do XYZ.
Listen, bro, my entire adulthood, I file 1040 easy.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
That's all I've ever fucking done until like
until you got audited
2 years ago.
Oh.
No, when I got audited it was weird. Like I was only like 22.
What the fuck did they want?
I have no clue. They
never specified.
No, they wanted documents. They said, we want you to prove to us that you were in the country from between this date and this date. And I'm like, I paid bills. I mean, what the fuck you want? And then I'm like, oh, but I don't have proof though. Like that I paid bills in person.
You're 22 years old.
Yeah.
Like you're not responsible with these things at this point.
No, I'm not like keeping.
You're still trying to figure out how to fucking live, like survive.
So I had to, and at the time I was renting, and I'm like, man, I don't keep any fucking receipts.
Put you in touch with my landlord.
So I'm like, and they're like, look, we want you to prove to us about this, this, and this. We need all these documents by this date.
If you don't, you're going to prison.
Yes. Serious. They were like, if you don't.
Straight to jail.
Yes. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So I'm panicking for like a month, dude. Because they're like, you have 30 days to provide this to us by mail. Because just so you know, when I was 22, the internet wasn't as fucking dominant.
Yeah.
They weren't like, oh, I was balancing a checkbook, right? That's what kids don't even know what the fuck that is right now.
No.
They Zelle money. They fucking Cash App. They do all kinds of other shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So, but here's the thing about the government. The point of this story goes like this. You have 30 days or we're going to fine you and you can fucking be imprisoned. And then I provided them these documents and they go, we received your documents. We'll let you know when we feel like it. And I was like, I'm scared. I'm scared.
What?
Could y'all tell me
what was the end result of this? Like
nothing.
They ended up nothing.
Nothing. They ended up sending me a fucking letter and they were like, hey, we just,
everything's okay.
Yep. That was it. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? What? And it was the only time I've never even heard of any motherfucker I know going, oh yeah, that same shit happened to me. No.
Show up at your house, high five you. Stay gay, fag boy.
I'm telling you, bro. Yes.
What the fuck, dude?
And at the IRS office, they're going, got him.
You see that stupid James?
Uh-huh. You owe me $5. I told you he'd get us the documents within 30 days.
I bet he peed himself.
Uh-huh. Because serious, they fucking
bullshit.
send you official documents with the fucking seal and shit, right? You take it to a notary and go, is this real? They're like, yeah, you might want to do what they say, because one thing about the IRS is they're worse than the FBI. Them bitches that had you in. Who do you think got Al Capone?
All fun and games aside, I've had people call me from the IRS.
Oh yeah.
And I say that like this. I hang up on them.
Yeah, no.
I'm just waiting for the day that one of them shows up at the door.
And that's
hey man, I called you.
Yeah.
And you hung up on me.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bro. I don't trust none of you motherfuckers.
Well, that's the thing. That's 20-year-old me, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, listen, I ain't done shit my whole motherfucking life but work and give you sons of bitchin' motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All my goddamn
goddamn money.
So you know what? Come find me, ho. I ain't giving you shit.
Now they're 80,000 plus more.
I work, I do my taxes.
They're armed.
If you got a problem, sound like a you problem.
They're armed.
Come fucking
hired 80,000 more and gave them all guns. Right? How weird does that sound?
I know.
How sketchy is that?
Uh-huh.
The worst one, the one that weirded me out the most was the guy rolling himself around in the wheelchair. I was like, you hired him? Like he's handicapped. What's he going to do? He better be a fucking marksman.
And here's the thing about
because I'm running.
Or not the FBI.
I'm locking his wheels and I'm running. I'm putting a fucking broom in the spokes, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm just putting like a rug down and run. I'm just going to flip the edge of the rug.
Catch me, ho.
Oh my God.
I died, dude.
We're going to hell.
Like I watched the video of these and maybe it wasn't them. I don't know. But like everybody kept playing this video of these fucking IRS agents being hired and fucking suited with fucking body armor and fucking goddamn pistols. And I'm going, there's one in a wheelchair. What is he doing?
Yep.
Why does that girl look retarded?
All right.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I'm going to tell you why.
And that's where I couldn't believe it. But everybody's like, yeah, they hired 80,000 more. I was like, is this the bottom of the barrel for 80,000?
Yeah. No, it's the only 80,000 we have available who can even remotely come close to being IRS agents, right?
So they're all like numbers people.
Yeah.
But they're trying to tactically train them.
Yeah.
Why not just hire like an HRT or a QRT, you know?
Give an HRT guy like an office job, and then when you're like, hey,
legit
SWAT, this dude just busts out and he's fucking
tears off his fucking tie and his fucking
HRT, man.
His button down, and he's like fucking already kitted out.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to arm 80,000 fucking IRS agents?
So listen,
what is it that you're trying to do?
Remember
we have
when
gone
I told
so
you,
far. Like we have segued so many times. I love what we do.
Yeah.
I know it probably drives people crazy.
Listen, all right, you know how I was talking about my story where the IRS tried to butt fuck me?
Mm-hmm. Well,
and
not the first time.
I ended up, this didn't have really nothing to do with that, but through doing investment and shit, I came across like CPAs and tax attorneys online because I'm researching shit. One of the guys I watch was doing videos when Biden in the Biden administration was talking about hiring these IRS people and going, we're going to go after the rich. We're going to tax the rich. We're going to do this. And then they put these IRS agents in, right? And this CPA goes, let me make something very clear to you about this administration and what they're doing with these 80,000 IRS people. A, they don't need 80,000 more people to go after the 7 billionaires in the US.
Yeah.
Okay. B, the billionaires, they hire people like me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a CPA, tax attorney, for 15 years.
Yeah.
I've worked for some very, very prestigious clients and companies.
Go get them, Gus.
They would not stand a fucking chance. Your most seasoned IRS agent has no chance against a person like me, and I'm just one guy. There are many of other people like me in the United States. There's a reason.
Numbers aside, the most seasoned IRS agent got a chance against me either.
So the guy tells me, he goes, make no mistake. They're
not very, very smart.
They're doing this to come after you.
Uh-huh.
Because
why do you think why do you the whole $600 in your $600 transaction thing?
Yes.
They're not fucking they're not investigating rich people.
I have had PayPal forever, right? They never notified the government when something happened.
Yeah.
Now they have to. They don't have a choice.
If anything above $600,
you send me $1,000.
Yep.
They have to notify the government, not me. They have to notify.
I do my shit in $200 increments.
And this is the government. This is the government for you. The government goes, right. The government goes, they go, hey, guess what? We've been notified by your employer, PayPal, Zelle, and your bank.
That you made a $700 transaction.
No. How much money you made all year and how much money you owe us.
But you better
But we want you to figure it out.
Yeah, you tell me how much you owe me.
Yeah. And then if you're wrong, we go in prison.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail. They know how much fucking money I owe them.
This day and age, I shouldn't even have to do taxes.
No.
I should not have to file.
No.
Businesses should have to file their taxes.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Self-employed people should have to file their taxes.
Oh, yes. But as an employed person.
As an employed person who pays federal, state.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have state tax, but you get what I'm saying.
Well, especially because I have no choice.
Yeah.
I can't go to my work right now and go, hey, I would like you to just give me my full paycheck.
Yep.
And I'll pay my own taxes.
Yeah.
So if you're going to take it out.
Yep.
You fucking do it.
Yeah.
Not my problem.
Oh, yeah. Agreed.
You took
100%.
You figure it out.
You took You took it out.
You took the money.
You go do the job, not me.
Yeah. Why am I responsible when I didn't have nothing?
Not my job.
Not my job. You know what they do? Straight to jail.
Straight to jail. You fucked up, homie.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree with you. It's bullshit. It shouldn't be that way. We should be able to.
Oh, but so real quick.
Technologically, listen. If I can make a transaction, at a local liquor store to buy some bourbon, and I can open my bank account 30 seconds after I walk out of that door, and I can see that transaction.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers at the government know exactly what you took from me.
Yeah.
And know exactly what to do with it.
Yeah, for sure.
So what paperwork am I filing for you? Are you just checking to see if I can still math?
Yeah, they
like, is this just a yearly, like...
They want you to fuck up. That's what they want.
Is this a yearly 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4? Like, is that what that is? Like, is that what we're doing?
I don't know. I just think that they expect that you're going to fuck it up, and then they can either put you in jail or keep some of your money.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah, because
trespassing.
This is the thing.
Because
the guy who I was
I've heard a lot of things about the IRS.
Look, the guy who I was watching, and he was talking about that. He says people with billions of dollars, millions of dollars, right? They hire people like me so they don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
The IRS is not coming after them. We know what the fuck we're doing. I still take courses and go to school and do this. And I've been doing this for a profession for 15 years in XYZ. We know every in and out. We know every legal loophole. We know all this shit, right? The thing is if the IRS comes and says, hey, you owe us, let's say the IRS comes and says to a millionaire, you owe us 10 grand, right?
Yep. So we have to get rid of the 16th Amendment as well.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
If the IRS comes to a millionaire and says, you owe me 10 grand.
Yep.
He's just going to say, hey, CPA, get him.
Yep.
Right? And the CPA is going to go through that and go, where?
Tax right off here, and tax right off there.
Yeah, next thing you know, the IRS is going, you know what? Nope, we're good. This is not even worth our time. If they come after him and say, you owe us $100, millionaire might say, fucking pay him $100, right? Now, if that same IRS comes after you and goes, you owe us 10 grand, not only do you not have the 10 grand, you don't have money to pay a fucking CPA for the next 2 weeks to figure out why or why not.
No.
Right? You're just going to go, payment plan maybe? Right? Like there's things you can do, but in 10 grand may be a lot. But what I mean is, even if they come after you and they go, you fucked up on your taxes, you owe us $200.
Catch me pulling a John Q.
For your average person, John fucking Wick.
John Q. Trust me on that.
Okay. So your average person, the IRS goes, hey, listen, you owe us $200. You don't pay us that $200 within 6 months, you're going to be fined $500 and or prison or whatever the case may be. You know how the fucking government is.
For sure.
What is that person going to do? Are they going to pay $200 to the IRS, or are they going to pay $2,000 for a fucking CPA to figure out, you know what? You really do owe them $200. You fucked up.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. The guy was basically explaining that the whole thing, it is to come after your working class people, not your poor people and not your rich people.
No, it's the working class.
It's always the middle class because you're the people who can afford to pay.
Because we work.
Yeah, that's right. And he goes,
rich people are just rich.
He said that 80,000.
I'm not saying that they didn't work for it. Most of them this day and age haven't. I'll give you Elon Musk.
But you could do dumb shit when you have money.
Yeah.
You could be like, I owe you $100. You know what? I might owe you $100.
I'm gonna hire somebody to say,
but I'm gonna hire a motherfucker for $5,000 to figure out why I could say, go fuck yourself.
Yep. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's shit I'd do if I was fucking rich.
Oh, for sure.
Like I'd be very responsible with my housing and my automobile. But when the government comes for me, I'm like, dumb money, stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna YouTube this shit just to make you look like an asshole.
You know, with that type of money, we build a compound and it immediately becomes a Ruby Ridge.
Yeah, for sure.
You know we're not getting away with that.
No, fuck.
We'd have to move to a different country.
Yep.
Ireland.
Ireland, yeah.
Ireland. Legit, bro.
Why? I gotta say,
relative freedom.
I'm a big fan of Irish whiskey, so that may be a good go.
The reason I say that, relative freedom. you can talk about the laws and the this and that, and the reality of it is Jesus H fucking Christ, you just did that. Like,
I missed.
God was watching for you, like watching out for you right there.
It's because he was talking about Jesus.
He was like, I'm not going to let this motherfucker fuck up his whiskey. That being said, no, I say relative freedom, because you talk about it. Here we have freedom. Mm-hmm. But you've seen over the last few years, you can't say certain things.
We have freedom in the sense that it's a word.
It's imaginary freedom.
Say.
It's not even relative freedom anymore.
No,
it's imaginative.
It's just a word that
we have freedom. Yeah. And the reality of it is, you can't say certain things. You can't do like
there's a lot of shit.
The government has
and there's a difference between like laws.
Yeah.
Like things that we go, you know what, freedom, I get it, totally cool, but I do agree that you shouldn't be able to just say and do anything.
Anything, yeah, for sure.
To where we are now, where it's like you pretty much can't do and say anything unless it's approved first and signed off on.
You go and you buy a large, giant plot in the middle of fucking Ireland, in the forest or the fucking, whatever.
And make whiskey. And then launder money.
I'm down.
Through the thing.
Through the...
What?
What?
I don't know.
You don't launder money. You're already rich. What are you going to launder money for?
I don't know, because you're bored. You're rich. What do you do when you're rich?
I say we buy an island.
But then do what? Like try to survive on it for fun?
That's fair.
I don't know. I've thought about that. Like,
you can't escape this fucking tyranny anymore. It's not even escapable. You're like, where do we go? Let's buy an island. For what? There's nothing there.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't even hunt on the motherfucker. There's no wildlife. Dude, you get the occasional seagull that got lost.
Are there any islands that we can like just jab a flag in and be like, my country? Mm-mm. No. They're all owned and operated within jurisdictions of.
Yeah, you got the French Polynesian islands. Right next to that's Hawaii.
I feel like Hawaii could.
We could take it over.
We could take it, man. I've seen Dog these days. He's getting old.
It's the natives that you have to worry about, sir.
I know.
Them some big ass Samoans.
Yeah, I don't want like tens of millions of rocks coming after us.
Exactly.
Right? That would suck. I've watched Red Notice. That's not it's not a good look.
Rock's a pussy.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's really nowhere to go anymore.
And I said tens of millions.
Like
I don't think there's that.
I think you could go to like Argentina. No, not Argentina. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's where the Nazis are.
Let's go to Colombia.
You could go. What's Ecuador?
It's hot.
It's hot. It's not that hot though.
Really?
Yeah, like think about it, dude. Think about how low
just
on the equator.
Sounds hot.
It does sound hot, right? But it's not. It's jungly. Right?
See, that sounds even hotter though.
It's jungly and it's moist and rainy.
Is jungly or?
Sounds like it's not. It is now. I'm making up words, bro.
Says
this is what you wanted.
Moist and rainy. It sounds like fucking Florida. We might as well just stay here.
All right, we'll stay here.
It's like
I made up words. You asked me to make up words. I'm making up words. Now, bingo.
Jungly that's one of my favorite ones.
Jungly.
I like jungly.
Sounds like something you do with your balls.
Like, let's go to the jungle. I don't know. It's really jungly in there. I don't like how jungly it is.
My balls are feeling jungly.
Yeah. That's sticking. That is a new thing.
So, yeah. We were all over the place with this one. I don't know that we'll ever be able to keep a cohesive topic because we transition relatively smoothly. We talk.
That's the thing.
We segue.
I feel like we transition smoothly and then we don't realize how the fuck it happened.
Yes, because we'll go from, and you can go back to figure out how it happened.
Yeah.
One of us said something which changed the entire topic, right?
Yes.
But what we said.
Is it me all the time?
No, it's not just you. Okay, I do it too. Good. But like, think about it like this. Like we go, Gus knows. Yeah. We talk about it. Somebody says something that could lead to another conversation because it related to this conversation, and we just smoothly walk into this other thing. It's beautiful. I think it's great.
Yeah.
All right. I hope you guys like it.
Yeah, dude. Like that's the thing. I
don't know what explanation to give to you folks. I really don't.
And I
because
can't
do believe the guy that said something about our format. I don't think he listens anymore because
probably not.
We made fun of him, I think, and
but we didn't make fun of him. We made fun of the situation. Like, dude, here's the thing: this is what I want you to know. I don't fucking care that much to the degree that you think I'm gonna change or try. Like the thing that I try to do is just to fucking be me.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
For sure.
I
wouldn't. I don't
want to fucking try to be like this or try
I'm
to
not
be
Bubba the Love Sponge or
can't be
fucking,
that. We can only be this.
Yeah, I'm not fucking Howard Stern. I'm not trying to be.
We can get better. Because let me just say this, Tim Cass, right?
Okay.
I like Tim Cass.
We're outwardly talk about that. Okay.
No. Look, what I was going to say was
it makes it sound worse.
It does.
It's not.
What I was going to say is I didn't start watching him from day one.
No.
I watched him on like whenever I found him. Yeah. And then I was like, holy fuck, this dude's got like 3,000. Yeah. I have no fucking clue how much he sucked back then, but I do got to say, I don't think that shit just comes naturally to everybody. Right. And also, when I did start watching Tim, he was just a fucking dude in a bedroom with a floating head and a news story behind him.
Yeah, for sure.
It wasn't Timcast IRL where you had fucking Matt Gaetz as the damn guest.
Yep.
Right? So the progress is apparent to me from when I started forward, but not backwards. But I could imagine it probably wasn't as smooth, polished, and put together.
No.
You know?
No.
It's kind of like Rogan. Yeah. I purposefully went back and just watched like the very first YouTube episode of fucking Rogan's podcast and was like, this shit sucks. How the fuck is he the biggest podcast ever? Mind you, I love fucking Rogan. I look at him now and go, this is why he's I'm like, babe, watch this shit. This is why he's the biggest fucking podcast ever. But then
it didn't hurt that he was already famous.
For sure.
For
sure. Like his first fucking guest was the dude from fucking The Sopranos and shit, right? Yeah. Back in 1990 when nobody had a podcast.
Yeah, nobody was podcasting.
Nothing. That wasn't even a thing. He was like, we will call this podcasting. He's like, he was the fucking podcast Jesus. And he did it every week for 30 years. You know what I mean? And then now people see us doing episode 24 and go, but you ain't Rogan. Like,
no, I know we're not.
Yeah, dude.
I never aspired to be.
Way to make me feel good, asshole.
I don't know who he's talking about. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
No, man. Look, that's the thing. Is like I said.
Please don't stop listening.
I don't think we were. No, and I wasn't making fun.
No, I get it. I understand what you're saying.
But yeah, like I don't want to try to go off and do something that isn't us, man.
Yeah, I'm not a radio show. No. We're not a radio show.
No,
I'm not Greg Imus, and you're not fucking Bubba the Love Sponge. You're not, we're not Howard Stern. I'm not,
If you know who Bubba the Love Sponge is, you're fucking OG and you're cool as shit.
Yeah, you can hang out with us.
Yeah, for sure.
I met that guy in like the early 90s.
Me too, dude.
Here at the...
No shit. We were probably fucking there.
We were at the Holiday Inn.
Yep. I bet you we went there together.
Yes, it's no longer the Holiday Inn.
Not together, but at the same time. Because it's not like he came to fucking...
What the fuck you talking about? We held hands.
Yeah, this... Dude, when I saw him, I was like, that's him?
This guy's huge.
Yeah, don't look like the guy.
It doesn't look like the guy it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this guy was pretty cool. He's a big old fat fucking slob. Yeah, for sure.
Dude was massive.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun. I hope you guys understand that we literally do this for us and hope that you guys find some entertainment out of it.
Yeah, for the most part, we just like to drink and smoke and talk shit.
And we figured what better way to fucking do it than so that everybody else can make fun of us doing it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So make fun of us, have fun, fucking we'll see what happens.
Yep.
We're gonna try something new the next one. Everybody have a good night.
Yep.